Welcome to the Essentially You podcast. In this December edition of Essentially You, we're going to trip through the Advent season together, learning leadership lessons from the spirit of a season that consumes us all while taking a deep breath and looking at positive psychology and coaching as a way to keep our minds clear, our thoughts fresh, and the season alive with hope. Welcome to the show. The breathtaking Maya Angelou reflected when she was alive and said this. She said, "I'm just like you. I want to be a good human being. I'm doing my best and working at it. And I'm trying to be a Christian. I'm always amazed when people walk up to me and say, 'I'm a Christian.' I always think, 'Already? You've already got it?' I'm working on it. And at my age, I'll still be working on it at 96. As we approach the first week of Advent, it's worth reflecting on the leadership lessons we can learn this critical season of the Christian calendar. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Advent, it is the 4 weeks leading up to Christmas Day, and it's a time for reflection, preparation, and anticipation. Okay? Christians worldwide use this time to focus on the meaning and significance of Jesus' birth and what that means in our lives today. When we visit this rich tradition of faith, we can uncover some fantastic leadership lessons from Advent, but many of these lessons are hidden unless we push past the popular holiday, the fun events, and get to the meat of the tradition in all of its glory. Here are a few lessons to get us warmed up as we trip through December together and unpack the magic of Advent. Number 1, patience. Advent is a reminder that good things take time. It's a time for us all to slow down a bit, take a deep breath, and wait for the promises yet to come. The best leaders I know practice patience and understand that it's a virtue and that sometimes things take longer than anticipated. By taking time to reflect and refocus on things, we can find a renewed sense of energy and motivation, and this can help us keep moving forward. Number 2 is hope. Advent is a season of hope, and leaders need hope more than ever in these challenging times. Even in adversity, leaders who maintain a positive outlook can inspire their teams to do the same. Hope is contagious. I hope you know that. And when leaders can influence hope into their organization, they can really start to achieve great things. Dependence. Advent reminds us that we don't control everything. I know control is a big deal as a leader because as leaders, we often try to control everything, leading to burnout and stress. Advent reminds us to depend on a higher power and to trust in something greater than ourselves. Trust me when I say, even this first week, I've really been hanging on that. And by doing this, we can tap into a source of strength that will sustain us even in the most challenging times. The 4th is service, because Advent is also a reminder of the importance of service. You see, Jesus came to serve, not to be served. And leaders who put their teams first can achieve great things together. Servant leadership means putting the needs of others before one's own and working to empower everyone around us. When we can empower everyone around us, we can build strong, healthy organizations focused on achieving a common goal. And as we enter the first week of Advent, let us be reminded of these critical leadership lessons. May we each embrace things like patience, hope, dependence, and service, and lead with humility and grace. Trust me on the humility and grace, you're going to need it. We're going to need it. May we never forget the true meaning of Christmas, the birth of a Savior who came to bring hope and salvation to the world. But what of this first week? And this special meaning the first week brings? Well, here's a bit about hope that I think every leader should know. Hope is a positive emotion that refers to the idea that outcomes will be favorable and that we will succeed in our pursuits and goals despite obstacles and challenges. It's essential for each of us because hope allows us to persevere, stay optimistic, and inspire everyone around us to do the same. The following are 4 positive psychology interventions that I really do think can help strengthen your hope this season. The first is a gratitude practice. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that can help shift our focus from what we don't have to what we do have. To strengthen hope, one can practice gratitude by writing 3 things down that we're grateful for each and every day, and at the end of each week, reviewing that list and take notice of how your perspective begins to shift over time. Number 2 is self-compassion, and that simply means treating ourselves with the same kindness, concern, and support we would offer a close friend. Practicing self-compassion can help strengthen our inner resources that we're going to need to build hope. One can practice self-compassion by being kind to themselves. When facing difficulties or challenges, sometimes it's just nice to ask the question, is it true? Is it helpful? And is it kind? And if the answer is no to those, you need to change that soundtrack that's haunting you. Number 3, visualization. I love this one. Visualization is imagining a positive scenario or outcome. By visualizing success ahead of time, you can strengthen your hope in your ability to achieve that success. We can visualize our desired outcome by creating a mental image of what success looks like, be real detailed about it, what it feels like, and then imagining yourself achieve that outcome. It's like mentally practicing before the big game. And 4 is affirmations. And these are positive statements that can support a sense of hope. By repeating affirmations, we can positively influence our self-talk, which is so important, and strengthen our belief in our ability to succeed. One can create affirmations reflecting one's goals and aspirations, and then repeat them regularly to reinforce that hope that you have. Friends, as we journey together through Advent, let's rally this week around hope and its essential component of decisive leadership. And this can be strengthened through various positive psychology interventions like gratitude practice, self-compassion, visualization, and affirmations. These will all make a big difference in your world. And by adopting these interventions, we can inspire and support others around us, our followers, and everyone else to lead by example, to create a more hopeful and positive workplace culture. And when we commit as a group to do this together, friends, I can guarantee you this Advent season, we got this. I hope you've enjoyed this special edition of the Essentially You podcast as we learn to lead through Advent together. It's your turn now to get out there and thrive in life. Please, if you like what you've learned, would you consider subscribing and leaving a review on your favorite podcast app? I would really appreciate it. And if you have any questions that you would like addressed on this podcast, feel free to reach out to me directly at mark@markmathia.com. And until next week, I'm cheering for you.